Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Mr. John Lee, and this is Murder by Entitlement. The entitlement to kill babies may have cosmic consequences beyond our imagination. Surely you don't think that liberation comes without a severe and serious price or consequence. Any idea, out of millions per year, what percentage of those abortions are life-threatening, or from rape or incest? Does it even matter? I don't believe in the idea that men and women are equals and should not be paid the same unless they have the same work ethic and pertinent experience or education and can produce the same amount of work, which is possible. I get that. It's just that men and women are different in that women have a biological clock and men do not. Women aren't intended to be able to reproduce but every 9 months, and men can reproduce constantly, yet still have no choice other than they can walk away from the situation. Why do we lie to the young women of America and abroad by telling them that their career is the most important experience of meaningful value in their youthful lives, when you actually have a biological ticking clock on when you'll have the healthiest probability of having a lowest health risk healthy pregnancy if you choose to have one by spreading your legs? I don't judge, just own it. Yet they would still be held responsible in some form, shape, or fashion, without any choice of whether or not they will be forced to be a parent, responsible or not. Women have become complacent, just as men and most of the children have, afraid to be anything greater than an oppressed, damaged, and doomed victim of the system. I want our daughters to know the value men see in them as untouched or tainted, innocent love. Something that men should have to earn by swooning a lady properly. What used to be courting a girl has become meaningless, casual nothingness. The system failed me, and most women, especially the last several years, but real men overcome. The best women support their men and follow their leader no matter what storm lies ahead. She is to trust in him completely for her protection, as well as their children. Have we truly forgotten what it even means to be human beings? To be men, to be women. Men don't whine or cry, as it has been shameful for a man to do so forever, and complain about their issues. I welcome the weight of the world on my shoulders, knowing I could never possibly carry it, but I show our kids what it means to do it, anyway. Especially on the work front, outside the home. But it's probably important not to forget who more than likely built the home as well. Please define the boundaries for us all as to sexualization in the workplace. You know, a clear set of expectations for both men and women and quote-unquote others, where you and many think and truly believe that black folks have lacked proper opportunity. I would suggest perhaps many of our youth, including black children, not sure why race is still even a thing in the most liberated and free time of our country and the history of the world, have no father in the home or faith in God to guide them. Who is a good leader, a good protector, and a proper provider? It is unnatural for women to have ever needed to work outside the home. They're biologically designed for maturing into birthing people. That is very gender, sex specific as to women's natural biological purpose on Earth. There are two genders as a general binary rule. All of this is just the very beginning. The last 50 to 75 years has been the worst experiment on women in the history of mankind, and it has failed families here and abroad in a devastating way most will never see, comprehend, or believe. Living for the instant gratification, sin-filled life, we are not doing what is best for each other, our families, our friends, our communities, or our country. Listen to Dr. Jordan B. Peterson about anything remotely meaningful, from culture to families, to government, and more. He's not even a preacher, but he has me more spiritual than I've been in years. Those who ignore history are doomed to repeat it. I'm not trying to judge, honestly, or tell others how to live their lives, unless that's what they need to hear. We take better care of our pets and animals than we do ourselves. And it's no wonder the youth has no sense of belonging, responsibility, or direction when they have no healthy and functioning family or home life. Children, and sometimes adults, need direction in a sea of technology, and instant likes, and a complacent need for the affirmation they never got growing up. This stuff isn't rocket science. We're all just regular folks, but where we came from was the bloodshed for our freedoms and the backbreaking work of our grandfolks, at least most of us. Those sacrifices were indeed for a land of the free and the home of the brave. One nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Side note, I am a Libra, so I represent the scales of justice and equality, not equity. Hence why I feel the need to understand this complex and quote-unquote fluid attempt at changing both mankind and humanity. It simply won't work. The good news and upside to all this is that we, at least I think, now know just how far left the pendulum can swing before it's too far. Establishing some boundaries and clear expectations is very healthy and very reasonable, don't you think? If we are not a nation under God, then what are we? That's the deeper, darker question I have that I'm not really sure I even want the answer to.
Holy shit!